Everything checks out. At least the video clips will be louder. What's up, peeps? How are y'all doing? Man, it's been a weird month, guys. It's been a weird month. It's tax day. And I know people are crying, and the ghost in my apartment is. Hear those clicks? Just doing the message that she sends, whatever. Not a big deal. But, yeah, that doesn't even make sense to you guys. But it's been a weird fucking month, guys. It's been weird. It's been a weird fucking month, man. Man, let's just fucking keep it real. Fucking, Nipsey Hussle is dead, man. Hold on. Welcome to, damn, I forgot the name of the podcast, man. All Talk, No Thought. With your boy VJ. And so let's just jump right into it. Nipsey, he fucking died, man. Got killed in the, everyone knows by now. I should have recorded earlier, but it is what it is. I'm always late, but I got some stuff for the setup that's gonna make it easier. So, I'm trying to build myself up so I can release a full form of content every day. But enough of me. But everyone's been talking about a lot, just like the Mac Miller shit, which I was late to put my thoughts on it. I won't go too in deep because people have already said a lot of what they had to say, but it's interesting to see all of the I've never seen a celebrity, especially in this day and age, so widely celebrated for such an extended amount of time. It's been 2 weeks. He didn't make it to the 1st of this month. He died on the 31st. And it's still just new shit every day, new stories every day. They just put up I saw a video from his Instagram. They just redid the court. I guess at a school called Crete. Maybe it's a high school. I don't know, but with his face on it. He's just doing stuff, man. He just did stuff, man. And it just, I come from a harsh situation, so I know death is close all the time, but it's just, you still just forget it no matter how much you know, because you get caught up while trying to deal with the problems of today. And it is what it is, but stuff like this jars you, especially for people that you think are almost better than you in a way. There's only been 3 other celebrities that when they died, it affected me as if someone I knew died. They were James Gandolfini, who played Tony Soprano, and then recently, these are all recent, Anthony Bourdain and Mac Miller. Mac because his music, I played a lot of it when I was coming up in hard situation, building my shit up and just being out in the streets. Bourdain, I read his book and learned about really got into food and documentaries of different cultures and stuff through him, and understood a whole different environment. Even though I've worked in the food industry, I didn't really understand that chefs were consistent like that everywhere. I used to work at a 5-star restaurant, and the chefs were just as crazy as it sounds like in these other fucking places. They would be in a fucking Denny's. No different. They're still chefs. But and then Tony, James Gandolfini, I watched that show a lot. It helped impress certain roles. I don't know. It's just you learn a lot from that show. I don't know exactly what it is, but when you watch The Sopranos, it's like gaining a friend because the whole show is through the eyes of Tony, so you just understand all of his motivations and moves, and then you just keep it going from there. This, the question I always ask people with The Sopranos is not, I don't ask them who their favorite character is. I ask them who their second favorite character is, because your first favorite character is always going to be Tony, unless you a fucking cold-blooded, out-of-touch psychopath, which Tony might be, but still, you're going to love him for it because you're seeing it through his eyes. But see, when they all died, like, they all sort of played a part in it. There's some, there's some stories, and forgive me if it's wrong, just whoever's watching. I'm not even talking like humans, just whatever's out there, and I'll get to that too, because it's weird, like, so, I haven't had anyone, like, super, super close to me, like, direct family. I mean, like, uncles and stuff, but not, like, my brother, or my sister, or my dad, or, like, any of the brothers that I've made in life. Like, I haven't seen that, none of them have died, thank God, and knock on wood, but, I don't know, man. People are doing shit. Some people are doing shit for... Most people aren't doing shit. And some people are doing shit. And a few people are doing shit for other people. And, there's levels to it. You have to attain one. You have to start doing some shit, be able to attain a comfortable level for yourself before you can really do for others. But, I'm just fucking rambling here. Because shit's just, it's just fucking weird. I didn't know the man at all. I didn't know any of his people. I just, watched him, the stuff that he would say for a long time. Been listening to his music just like Max for a while. It's just, you listen to music in that time period, especially when things are that crazy and intense, like, it imprints on you. The same reasons I love Cameron and Jadakiss, the same reasons I love Mac Miller and fucking Nipsey Hussle. And then that got me more into what they're saying. And I mean, all those rappers have incredible things to say, outside of their music even, but just how active Nip was in his community and trying to make it better, for, like, the entire extent of, like, interviews I've ever seen him in is crazy. And it just gives you, I've been on a run business wise and trying to get into this content bag the same way, and I've just been focused, and I've been absorbing a lot of his content recently, while staying focused, while working, and some of it was fun stuff, like just the day before he passed, like, I'd watch, like, I think it was Complex, like, him and Lauren London, and we're going back and forth, asking each other questions, like, to see if they knew each other, and it was just, like, interesting to even see that back and forth, because I have to admit, when it comes to me personally, like, I have a tendency to mess up all types of female relationships, probably due to damage I have from, and trust issues I have from my relationship with my biological mother, but recently I felt like I've started to, maybe in the past year or so, as crazy as I act on the show, like, that's just, like, my free-flowing whatever side, but sometimes we get into this shit, too. I'm just equally, whatever I'm into or whatever, I just delve into it fully. So I'm sure it's obvious. Like, everyone has a lot of different angles, but I'm looking to improve myself in every which way. Even sometimes when it means just being a silly dumbass, putting out that type of shit just to get people to laugh, which is what I love to do. But just sometimes, this is a podcast and it revolves around real life. And sometimes what's on your mind is just not really been that. Like, that I really, I could have recorded last week. I was like, yo, I'm just going to be talking about what everyone's talking about. And here it is, another week, and it's the same thing. And I'm going to remain even more consistent because honestly, it's a failure of me. And I know this, but I'm building systems to get better. And I've been on this tip for the past, couple months. And getting focused and getting better and being able to start chunking away, including at this project, to get up where I need to go. And I don't even know if any of this fucking makes sense or if anyone even cares, but when my shit is rolling and I could roll out my shit possible and I don't have to be out here wondering when I'm gonna get this next dollar, when I'm a little bit more comfortable again and recover from losses I've taken since I got locked up 2 years ago. And right now things are on the up, but I think I need to keep my head down for another year before I'm comfortable again. If things continue at this pace, now that could be faster, it could be slower, you never know. But I gotta be aggressive. And so that's always on the back of my mind, and that's why I'm just not able, or just haven't been able to put as much time to the podcast, because it was just really coming down to if I don't really get my grind going, I'm fucking done. Because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm also a felon, so it's not even easy if I want to go get a normal job to pay for the bills to do that. It's almost better for me to just triple down on my business and just grind it out and just eat the shit. And I've just been eating shit for a year and a half, because I sell a lot of shit online, so I've been building up inventory. Now it's finally flipping and doing sort of decent, but I'm using that to pay off my debt, so I'm not seeing a dollar of that. The debt's decreasing fast, but looking like probably at the current rate 6 to 9 months before that gets paid off, right? And I could really start stacking. But where does that fucking leave me, And then I can't die, even though all I want to do is create. I know this is the time to create, and I've been creating. The reason why the old show had so many episodes was because money was coming in and I could just create all the time. And I could stay on my grind, but it wasn't I could just do 12, 15 hours there. Shit will stay growing and good, and then easily put an hour over here. Now it's sometimes, for the past year, I've been just burning the candle at both ends, just trying to get at it. And honestly, I was just emotionally fucked up because people had fucked me over. And honestly, you get in this cyclical negative thought process, and you sort of just forget about how powerful you are and the things you've accomplished. And I've been on this wave, and I'm on this fucking wave. The Nipsey incident, it makes me sad that a person who resonates that same energy of just no matter what the hits are or whatever to get there, which is normally what I had, but I just had a difficult couple years, and I'm coming out of it, and it's a life marking couple years. Going to prison for, even if it's just 4 months, is going to, if you're an entrepreneur, fuck your shit up. You destroyed my, what I'm saying? So it's just getting on the bounce back and doing this shit, and then really getting there. People, don't normally go to prison, don't have to deal with these type of stresses or payments or extended tail of probation. I just got off of probation last fucking month. I don't even know if I said that in this fucking podcast, But it's this is just what it fucking is. And, we're all blessed to still be here, which, that man's not, he fucking put all that work in, had his mind clean, kept a good soul, and then just kept it fucking cracking. It had just a beautiful relationship with almost everyone that's been coming out. And obviously we all have problems with individuals, but he just had, you know, I could see just the way he would react, whether or not he knew he was on camera, like the genuineness of his smiles, the way he embraced people, just in like those documentaries, you know, when he's like setting up the store and he's talking to these dudes, like, you know, it's not just for the camera. There's something about it where you could just the genuineness of the man in every situation really penetrated whatever medium he was in, whether it was rap or just like interview or whatever, and he just delivered so consistently by just being himself, you know. And I always preach that same shit. Like, there's no advantage to not be yourself, and you should be yourself 100% and be that fire that goes against the grain of the world, because that's what the world needs in order to improve and push itself, you know. And you know, that was just genuinely him. And sometimes just seeing him move like that makes me feel like a little like a piece of shit, as it should make a lot of people, because I'm petty sometimes. I'm fucking have like hate in my heart for some people sometimes, like people who fucking done me wrong. Like, I just see something some type of way, and you know, obviously as a human being we all do, but to be able to consistently control your stereotypes, and just consistently delve into the conversation that he's having with people from all different backgrounds and of different socioeconomic, you know, classes, like, just hold his ground, be himself, interact while still being polite, friendly, humorous, dropping knowledge, and laid back at the same time. Just cool in general is just like inspiring. Plus his words, it's just his whole being and energy. And you know, they just, you know, they had his procession and his victory lap through LA, like South Central and his area and everything. And you know, his celebration of life at the Staples Center. And I mean, I've been saying this, man, it's fucked up to say, but I'm gonna say it because I love this other artist too. But I'm like, yo, his energy and his message and just his growth and just everything, like, has his death more, and it might be just because of my you know, my age and whatever, but it's like I see more outpouring and resonation of his resonating, I don't even know what the fucking word, of his death than for Prince. And Prince stood for a message and whatnot, but I guess, you know, when Gary Vee says negativity can be leading at halftime, but positivity wins a championship, I have to say this might be like one of the biggest indications I've ever seen of that. You know, these other celebrities, and Prince too, you know, that passed untimely, they all, the ones that affected me at least, they all had a hand in it a little bit. You know, James Gandolfini, not eating the best, had coke problems apparently. You know, and I'm not trying to speak bad on the dead. We're just speaking frank here. Because I love the man too, but he played a part in that. He just lived a fucking, old school Roman type of living and just fucking ran it straight to the dirt. Just like Tony would, and fuck it just like he would, and I get it. Especially since the characters you play do seem to affect you. I read an interesting post I saw this interesting thing by Amelia Clark about playing Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, and I was like, oh, okay. I do actually see that. Because in a lot of ways, like, the more that I am myself on this podcast, and this has been the same since the old shows, the more that I'm myself in just real life. A lot of ways. And Joe Budden said this when he was talking about Nip's death and the title of a CD. And the same thing with Biggie, really. And Pac. It's like, we always talk about art imitates life, but sometimes life imitates art, too. And maybe to a higher extent. Because maybe our thoughts really mean more than we think. Anthony Bourdain, he hung himself. Obviously, he played a part in that. For all the pain he felt, he took himself there to the end and out. Mac Miller, accidental overdose. The shit was laced with fentanyl from the last reports I've read. But you're doing drugs, man. These are the chances that we take when we do drugs. Every time I pop a molly or do some shrooms, I'm low-key in the back of my head, I'm like, yo, I could die or just never come back. Be careful. Don't do too much. Take something light. At least you can come back. It might be a trip, but you can come back. I used to go in super heavy on those drugs, but once you've done them enough, you just need to get the taste, and it is whatever. What the fuck? See, this is me going all talk, no thought, straight tangents, you know what I'm saying? But, Nip, we all play a part in everything. So, yeah, he played a part, but the part that he played in him dying, him getting shot, I mean, that's the same part that we all play by just living. You see a dude who's a snitch, a known snitch, you're with your boys, and you politely, who knows what you talk about, but one theory is that you ask him to leave, but you dap it up, handshakes for those who don't know the lingo, and then you leave amicably, only to get shot sometime later. I don't know if it's minutes later, an hour later, multiple times, with the dude running back and forth and then kicking you in the end. I mean, because you're getting clothes for your homie who just got out of fucking a 20-year bid. He needs clothes. He's sort of fucked up. You give it to him, boom, and then you get killed while doing that. And another fucking fucked up story I heard is the dude who got out. He was one of the other two people that got shot, and they violated his parole and sent him back to fucking prison because he was with a known gang member, aka Nipsey Hussle, and that violated his fucking parole. Someone do something about it. What the fuck? The cops over here, fucking LAPD commissioner and chief, talking about how great this man was, and then a dude who gets violated with him and shot with him and fucking almost killed just by being next to this man that everyone is speaking only positive about, which even in this day and age is crazy. Like, I feel like if I died tomorrow, or if I got big and died, man, the first thing to come up was all the dirt that I've done. And Nipsey did some dirt too, but it's just like I said, like, I never meant to do anything bad, but I just was fucked up. And so I did stuff that hurt people, or I fucking done stuff to destroy my reputation on purpose with social experiments just to see. And people will come out with shit, like, and all of it, honestly, will be real shit that was lies that I told them to make me to just see what the response was. That's how crazy I was when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And just those little incidents, I feel like, will cause my legacy to not be quite as large. And I mean, that's selfishly quite as large as Nipsey is what I'm saying, but that's me acting super selfish about it. But like, what else could you want in life but to leave a legacy? Legacy is more important than currency. What we leave and what we build for those that we leave is going to be worth way more. Now, great people on this earth, like, die unknown, and their legacy is only known to one person, two person, five people in their family. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest, I want to leave something bigger that's going to pay for my family plus do something bigger. My skills are this. So let me make some shit that's either entertaining or fucking emotionally connectable. Maybe give some thoughts that help you work with your shit. Maybe just get you to laugh. I don't fucking know, dude. I just know I'm just going to put it out there 100%. And we'll just see where it fucking runs. I'm going to keep getting better. I'm going to keep getting this fucking money. I'm going to build this fucking empire. I act like I'm going, when I say I'm going with it, I'm not doing it. No, I'm at it every day. Period. Point blank, period. This is what it fucking is. And, you know, even if you do everything right, like, it still might be unfairly taken away from you. But it is what it is. It's really strange because, you know, after I heard, I was literally like, had just watched that Lauren London Nipsey video where they're asking each other the questions on Complex. Like, that was released a few days before he died, and then I just saw that he got shot on Twitter, like on the Twitter next day, and then I was just like, yo, please don't die, please don't die. I did the same shit when Dolph got shot, young Dolph got shot. I was like, please don't die, please don't die. And then Nipsey does die. And where the fuck was I going with this, man? Oh yeah, I found myself thinking something really weird because I'm pretty much atheist. Maybe not. I don't know, agnostic or something. Like, I don't know what's out there. I just know that's not really important to think about necessarily, because what's happening now is this life. This is the level we're on. This is the game we're on. So we got to figure this out. Okay? That means doing the best, stretching to your highest potential, leaving the biggest legacy without being a piece of shit. By being a good moral person. And also being able to stand and die on that sword of your morality against the rest of the world that's trying to corrupt you. Okay? You're willing to die on your own moral sword, even if everyone else is screaming at you to do the opposite. See, those are the two things that you need to be a good person. That quality and a good moral compass. Everyone has a moral compass. We all know when we fuck each other over. However, most people don't have the ability to stand against the world. That's why they fuck each other over. Just stop fucking each other over. Just eat whatever benefit that came from fucking the person over. Don't. Because that's all you fucking have. Because it will haunt you in some form for the rest of your life if you don't do it right. And so I've been on that shit my whole life. And I'm going to continue on that shit. And I'm going to build this shit as big as fucking possible. And you're going to hear to fucking see it. Fuck it. Let's do this damn thing. And, you know, it's fucking 30 minutes in and I haven't said anything, like, cute. But, you know, and I don't want to delve into this shit more than I have to, but, Rest in peace to that man, and God bless his family and the many people who actually know him, you know, whose tears they shed were realer than mine, because yeah, the man touched a lot of people. That's a fact. But oh wow, and it sounds real suspect. Pause when I say it like that. Man touched a lot of people. Oh, but no, he like his presence blessed the earth and the rest of us, and you know, if you're a piece of shit before, but you really give a fuck about Nip, like just stop and build from there. And if you weren't, you were just struggling before, like just realize, we're always in a struggle, man. But we're blessed. Like our struggle is here, and there's other places where it's where it's worse. Excuse me, and we can get out of it. We can all build from it. I've seen people from the worst parts, aka my dad, other immigrants, come up out of there and get here, and you just need to focus, and you need to get better, and you need to improve, and you don't need to worry about when you win. You just need to worry about doing it every day. Not just 5 days a week, every fucking day. If you want what you want, you gotta go for it every fucking day. Like, I'm trying to build this so I can do it every week. But I'm gonna keep it super fucking gully with you guys. And this sounds insane because I've been failing at that. But like I said, I'm improving everything every day. And this every week thing, it's gonna be every week on the dot coming out whichever day. And I'm starting to think that whichever day is gonna be Monday morning. Because I'm gonna start, I think, recording it Sunday at some point. Or maybe, like I am today, Monday. Either way. Either fucking way. I'm going to keep it super 100. At some point, I'm going to want to record some podcast or video form every day and release it every day. And I'll probably have to do it by myself. And the time to do it was probably yesterday. But I have to improve and get to it. And I will. And I am. And it's not because of any motivation I'm getting from this loss of this, great man. It's actually what I've been on all year. And this just, I would say, hits it home or cements it down harder, because this is what I think about all day. For as much stupid shit as I say and stupid shit as I giggle about, I mean, it's all fucking focus. Even being silly, it takes focus to be silly. And an idiot. It takes fucking focus to be an idiot with a camera in your face. Man, my glasses are crooked. I love you, man. Made me, I think I've been trying to say this, but I didn't say it. Us losing that great man made me wish that there was a God. And that there was more to life. And that it doesn't just turn off like I think it might. Even though I'm starting to believe there might be something more. And I have no reason to believe that. It's just, I mean, if such as things exist, it would at least give this whole experience reason. It would be almost just as amazing if we have this type of complex emotional input and output. We're dealing with this type of complex system, and it's all just random and fleeting. Wow. I mean, that itself is amazing. If that's all life was. this was it. And there was no reason to it. And that's sort of how I live my life. And I have no idea why I'm still a good person living my life like that. But after he died, it just made me hope, I hope you're wrong. And I still hope I'm wrong. That there is something out there, and when we die, we just look at how we played this level, and then maybe we can rest, or maybe it's the other way, and all we do is just rest forever. Anyway, let's see what dumb shit I have to say. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I lost a pair of these rare KD, I think they were KD 8s or 6, I don't know. Kevin Durant shoes in the dumbest way ever. St. Patrick's Day last month. So about a month ago. Literally. My friend finds out his terrible, shitty ass wife is cheating on him. Which I could have told him, because this is the same chick that tried to rape me, if you remember from an earlier episode last year. Anyway, his best friend at the time has been fucking his wife. What a best friend, right? Fucking people. Crazy trash, both of them. And took a video of it and showed my homie in a rage. Don't know why. And it just confirmed something my homie already knew. So the next day, which was St. Patty's Day, he came over, super drunk with this other homie. He's just asleep here, just fucked up, whatever. We end up going out, and boy, do I get sloshed, fucking fucked. Like, I don't remember getting this fucked in a long time, and I try not to be now. It's crazy. We got fucked, and we were just out there drinking and like stopping chicks to like have him pose and take pictures with, just so he could send them to just send his wife or soon to be ex them to make him mad, to make her mad. It's just some dumbass shit we're doing. But what I forgot that we did was some ecstasy. So at some point I like brown out, and I guess we met this dude by like this like these train tracks or whatever, I don't know, some weird ass spot, and we bought some fucking mollies from him, popped those, rolling while drunk, which, you know, you're not really feeling it, but I'm just sweating and shit's just fucking popping. I'm feeling good, and I'm back to it. And then we end up at this fucking restaurant where my homie's like trying to pick up the homie who just left his chick is trying to pick up this lesbian so bad, and then start talking shit to her when he can't. That I just look, and I do this a lot when I'm too fucked up. I'm like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And so for some reason, I just left, and I walked in these weird ass back roads because the place that we were at was sort of far away for Ubers, I thought, even though it's not. Easily could have just called one. And I ended up like coming to at like, so I'm like walking and I have like these like crazy fragments. It's like I'm being under the fucking being possessed by like a vampire stuff. It's like I just remember parts of leaving, just like creeping around, trying to avoid cops, like going through all these like weird ass like businesses and shit, and just coming to the point where I could just like, oh, okay, I'm good now, I think. So I think like the alcohol wore off, but then like I get the Uber and I can't really see my screen because it's like a little blurry when it's up close. And that should have keyed me in there, but I just thought I was fucked up, just drunk, right? But I forgot I did the Molly. That's what that is. Makes me so, for me at least, I can't like really read shit up close when I'm on that shit. So the Uber finally comes, and I get in the Uber, and I just remember just passing out in the Uber. Just getting real comfortable. Took my hat off. Just almost took my shirt off like a weirdo. Not really, though. I'm fat. Took my hat off. Almost took my glasses off, but I was like, no, I'll probably lose these. Let me keep them on. Just passed out for like 5 minutes. So that's how far of a ride I was from my spot. Got to my place, got out, walked to my crib, fell asleep. So the morning, I'm talking to my homie. He's like, damn, man, you just left and shit on us. Like, where'd you go? You good? I'm like, yeah, I got home. Shit was good. I don't even know what the fuck was going on. I'm all randomly walking through, like, different parts of Mill Ave trying to get the fuck off of it. And he was like... And as I'm telling him this, I'm walking to my front door, just having got out of bed, and I look, and I'm like, yo, where the fuck my hat at? And I'm like, yo, where the fuck are my shoes at? And then it flashes to me, my bum ass in the back of that Uber, kicked off my fucking shoes, left the fucking hat, curled to sleep with the seatbelt not even really on, but me just holding it like a pacifier, and just fell asleep. And when I got out, I remember thinking, man, the ground sure feels funny under my feet. These mollies are crazy. And I left my damn shoes in the fucking car. And even though I don't feel embarrassed about it now, I was so embarrassed about it internally. I didn't even hit the Uber guy back. I was like, oh fuck, I guess I lost him. And I guess I deserve it. And I'm embarrassed, even though this is a stranger and I don't normally give a fuck. But because it was me just on drugs all fucked up, I might have even recorded a podcast since then and didn't even want to say it there. But I don't know, I'm fucking over it. I'm dumb, dude. Lost some shoes on drugs in the back of an Uber. And I'm telling you the story right after I told you, leave the biggest legacy and go after your potential, and let's all be more representative of the legacy of Nipsey Hussle. And yes, I know that rhymed. Shit. And I said that after that. That's his podcast, man. You know, I noticed a lot, well, not a lot of people, but some people, I took a clip out of the last episode when I was saying how dumb this show was. And then I said, well, if you think your show's important, well, your show's dumb as fuck too, probably. And some people took offense to it, and I didn't even know they had a show. Yo! What the fuck? Fuck off. That is how much people are into their own shit. Holy shit. We all live in our own fucking universes, and that shit's just crazy. Someone literally was like, well, I guess fuck you then. And then send me a yellow emoji middle finger. And I just said him an eye rolling emoji, and then checked, and it was like, oh yeah, this guy does have a show. Well, okay. Everyone has a show. Make it good. I don't know if this is good, but I'm trying. How do I know I'm trying? Dude, come on. Someone has to give me props. A little bit. I go out for about an hour every fucking time. And it's never been a prob. And watch as I do this every week. And when I do one every day, it might not be an hour. I want to keep it fresh. Might be 15. Might be quick 15. Or I might just do the week ones because I like going out for the hour because most people can't. And this is probably part of my Advantage. 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 Fucking fucks. Fucking fucks. I really should, I need to start putting promotion dollars up in this bitch, though, because I need to break through, but yet don't have guests, and no one asked me to be on guest yet, and probably not the greatest yet. Just gotta build, man. You know? Just gotta build. Just got to build. I gotta put more thought into how to build, though. For sure. Just can't just keep putting episodes out. I gotta... Yeah. I gotta figure it out. Damn. 46 minutes. Alright, let me see. Maybe I get something that can... That's a terrible point, but I'm gonna just go over it. So I put like a little thing here. Like, yeah, I put like little like potential topics, which also might become comedy bits later. Into like what I might talk on the show. And then a lot of times I go back and I'm like, this is so bad. But and this is one of those. This one says, it's easy to make a sandwich in your mouth. You ever do that? Make a sandwich in your mouth? Okay, so like a sandwich. Let's just break it down. Sandwich. 2 pieces of bread or like a loaf or whatever. But, 2 sides of bread. And in between, some meat. Some cheese probably. Some condiments, mayo, mustard, whatever the fuck you put in that bitch. And like, some like greens or some shit, some vegetables, maybe a tomato, blah blah blah, whatever. But you could make it one in your mouth, meaning a little piece of bread, a little bite of some ham, a little piece of cheese, little. You might have to dip the shit into one of the bread into a condiment or whatever, but you could sort of make it into your mouth, like one bite at a time. And I love doing that, sort of. I've done it, Like, if you think about, like, a meat, cheese, and bread board, like, that's what it is. It's a sandwich you make in your mouth, okay? Now, you ever try to make a mixed drink with alcohol in your mouth? It's impossible. You can make a pizza in your mouth. A little marinara sauce, a little piece of bread, a little fucking pepperoni, a little cheese, a little fucking... garlic or some shit. That's like half a pizza in your mouth per bite. You know what I'm saying? Mixed drink. Hey, which goes in first? I mean, I guess you could put the soda in, but then you drop the drink and it just never is right. I mean, actually, that's pretty close. And that just nullifies that whole fucking point. That was the dumbest fucking point I ever had. And I didn't like wake up out of a crazy sleep and write something like nonsensical out of a dream. No, I might have thought about that for a while. I was like, dude, I'm smart, dude. I'm smart, dude. Oh fuck. Do I want to get into that right there? Yeah, fuck it. Alright, so I bet you back in the day, before there were refrigerators and like really salting methods to like save meat and stuff, I bet you back in the day in like hunter-gatherer times, like really old pre-farming times, human beings saved nuts. These nuts. No, like they probably saved, like, let's say you got like, they probably saved nuts and rationed them and had like a little bit for themselves. Because like a walnut or a cashew, that shit will go a long way for sustenance. You eat a couple of those, yeah, you're not gonna feel full, but it'll power your body for a little bit. This small They last for a while. Just a little pouch of nuts, man. You carry it around you. You pretty much good. They probably used them like money. If you think about it, like nuts was probably the first type of currency. And you know what I'm saying? It's not just the nut that they're giving you, back in the day because everyone was horny. But I'm talking about walnuts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Coconut. Think about it, bro. I would carry a fucking 3 coconuts around all time. I'm the richest guy in the city. They call me Scrooge McNut. You feel me? Fuck, man. Fuck, I had the game on lock back then. If they threw me back there right now, I'll be Scrooge McNut carrying 5 coconuts, and I'll be fucking just flaking people off. Just take a little bit. Oh, hey, what's up, pretty lady? You want some of this milk? You want some of this cocoa leche, bitch? Run it. I probably wouldn't call her a bitch because that word hadn't been invented yet. We probably don't even have words yet, and it's disrespectful if it did. If it wasn't invented. Actually, no. I'm Scrooge McNut, so I'll call you bitch if I have to. Bitch. And I could just see, man, people just getting crazy over nuts, man. Like let's say, like, the hunter-gatherers, they got together, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Scrooge McNut, I don't need no part of that. That's that peasant talk. So for them peasant nut eaters, you know, maybe they ration out, like, here, you get 3 walnuts. We're all getting 3 walnuts today, all right? Oh, I bet. Man, you know, if you smart, you only gonna eat 1 walnut, 2 walnuts. Save that bitch. You're gonna save that extra bitch. You're like, yo, I'm probably gonna die. Could die tonight, but guess what? I lived yesterday, and I might live tomorrow. And there's 1 nut. I could use this nut later. And you know, dudes in the current times, we're always trying to lose nuts in a different way. But I'm still gonna bring it up because it makes no fucking sense, and neither does the show. But back in the day, I feel like nuts were probably the shit. Like, you just, like, no fridges, man. Carry around a pouch of nuts, you good. Save nuts off of every fucking nut collection you get, man. You just fucking nutty buddy, dog. Nutting them down, man. And I'm Scrooge McNut. I'm out here busting the colloquial current use of the term nut because I have so many fucking real nuts from nature that people eat for sustenance and not sex. That's it, folks. I'm fucking out. You know, I love y'all. Thanks for, chilling with me during the serious part. Thanks for chilling with me during the stupid parts. I hope some of them are sometimes funny. And I'm gonna see y'all next week. I love y'all. And, please subscribe and review. All talk, no thought. Follow me at ITSMRVJ. It's Mr. VJ on Instagram, Snap, or Twitter, or whatever. Fuck, Love y'all. Peace. This is a slow-ass mouse. Goddamn. Got it.